Hello and welcome to Chick Chat and Chill. So today's episode, we're going to talk about how people treat animals. Do you kick them? Are you sleeping with them? What's going on? So stay tuned. So welcome back. Before we take a deep dive into today's topics, still let me introduce myself. I'm Antoinette. I'm the owner of Pixel This. It's a full-service design firm. We do all sorts of things. I've even done things for pet brands, So, people's pets, services, you name it, we can help you out. So give us a call. But before we dive into today's topic, I have to introduce one of my besties, Lora.
Hi, I'm Lora Fickett. I own Fickett Financial Education and Business Coaching, where I love to help people become wealthy. And what does that mean? Wherever you are right now, we can make you wealthier in a very short amount of time. I do 8-week group workshops over the phone. You can be anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country. They're guaranteed, or it's free. So you really have nothing to lose. Reach out to me if you feel like you aren't where you want to be and you want a little more wealth in your life. Wealth isn't just about the dollars. It's about your whole entire life and happiness. So that's what I love to do. It's really one of the only gifts that God gave me, because he didn't give me a lot of the other ones like history and geography. Seriously, before we get started, I really should tell you this. The geography one is so...
I'm bad.
I'm so bad. I'm so deficient. We'll talk about it on another episode, but just to give you a glimpse, my husband was deployed in Kosovo. We've been together almost 2 decades. And last week I just figured out what Kosovo is. I thought it was in the Middle East, but apparently it's above Greece. I don't know. Who knew?
Yeah.
Maybe in 2 decades I should have looked it up.
We should just play Name That Country and just embarrass ourselves.
Oh, man. Everybody would be able to relate with us, I'm sure, except for those that are well-traveled and have a good geography memory. But we're here to talk about animals. And the reason why we're talking about animals is because whether you're on one side where you treat your animals like your children, or you're on the other side where you treat your animals like they're torture devices, neither one is okay. There is a happy middle ground. And believe it or not, the pets are happy in that middle ground. And so I recently was doing some horse shopping, and I found that there are a lot of mistreated horses out there in the world. And I wanted to rescue all of them. And I didn't have the ability to rescue all of them, but I'm thinking there's this big, beautiful, 1,000-pound animal. And why would people mistreat them? I don't understand what kind of monster you are. I mean, my mother used to tell me that if you meet somebody and they don't like animals, you really should be weary of their internal personality, because there's just something we're meant to have dominion over the animals, but we're meant to take care of things and not wanting to take care of animals. And I'm not saying if you're a dog person, you don't want to take care of a cat or vice versa, whatever, that's fine. But if you just hate animals and you mistreat them, somebody said to me, there's a special place in hell for those people. Really? I just don't get it. What is wrong with you?
Yeah. I remember, I'll never, this was maybe 10 years ago. So I'm usually a generally happy person, and it perplexes people. They'll know something that's going on in my life, and they're like, honestly, how could you be happy? I know X, Y, and Z is happening to you. And I don't know. I'm honestly, they're like, what makes you happy? And I'm like, oh, God, everything. It's raining. It's snowing.
I know what makes her unhappy.
But it was funny. So that's what I said to this person. I said, the harder question, the easier question is, what makes me unhappy?
Mm-hmm.
And they went, okay, well, what makes you unhappy? And I go, I'm going to have to think about this, because nothing really came to mind. So I'm like, I'll get back with you tomorrow. And I really gave it a lot of thought. And what popped in my head was when people intentionally hurt another person or an animal.
Yeah.
I mean,
just don't get it.
I don't, and it's one thing if, whatever, I've been rushing through the house and accidentally stepped on my dog's paw. that wasn't intentional,
No, yeah.
but there are people that literally go around trying to kick puppies or and it's disturbing. And it's one of those things that there's two things that stick out in my mind. One is, it was a saying, is what tells a lot about a society is how they treat their animals, because that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is, anytime you're watching, like my mom's a big Forensic Files person, so we're always watching this. And a lot of precursors to people who are serial killers is that they've hurt animals. Like they grow as kids, they would torture animals or be very mean to them. And it's like a stepping stone to inflicting pain on humans. It's terrible.
That's a really important thing to talk about too in relation to this, because one of my children, like, we had a cat, and when he was little, like 2 or 3 or whatever, he was like pinching the cat, whatever, and the cat was taking it like a champ, but like he wasn't being how I would like him to be to animals. And so I talked to him about it, and he became more gentle. And I think it was just because he was little, but I really think it is important when you have children. I think it is very important for them to be around animals and learn how to treat animals, because maybe it prevents them from being serial killers. I don't know, but my son, my youngest son, is one of the most gentle. Actually, both my sons are like so gentle and loving. My daughters are too, but the animals like gravitate towards them, and they like are so gentle with them, and they love them. And I think it's important. It's an important thing that you don't think about sometimes as a parent, like, oh, well, my kid wants a cat or my kid wants a dog, and I'm going to have to clean up after it, and I'm going to have to do the work. But you don't think about what it teaches your kids. And like, now that my kids are older, I'm like so glad that I let them grow up with pets, even though I did have to take the brunt of my husband really did.
Go clean the cage.
Yeah. My husband really does a lot of the cleaning up after the pets. I do less of the cleaning up after the pets. But as parents, I think like it's worth it. Yeah. It's totally worth it, because you're right. Like, if they learn at a very young age all like to mistreat animals or not how to treat animals just because they're not around them, it could have detrimental effects as adults.
I agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Because I did see it. Like, I saw it in my own child, that when he was younger, he was like mistreating our pet, and then he got to be a person that learned how to treat them respectfully and calmly and love on them and everything like that. So he could have been going down a deep, dark path. I don't know.
You nipped it in the bud.
Yeah, that's right.
One serial killer.
Yeah.
Thwarted, right?
He's going up and not down. We're great.
But I think it's important to talk about the opposite, because people, I think, they think if they love on their animals so much, and I've seen it all the time, like, I love animals more than people. That's wrong. I'm sorry, but that isn't something to gloat about. Like, I'm sure God will be very upset with you.
Well, I mean, there is plenty of places in the Bible where it talks about we have dominion over them.
Yeah.
Not that they are our equals in any way, shape, or form.
No.
No.
And it is one of those things that I think people, like, a lot of times that's their, I've seen it so many times, especially like with new couples, like they treat them like their children. You know what I mean? Like, it's their surrogate child, or they get to the point, like, at no point should you be a grown man and be taking a dog on a stroller through Publix. And I just saw this. I mean, and it's not the first time, or to sit there and see somebody with a baby carrier and it's not a baby, like something is wrong. And I'm saying man, but female, equally weird. Maybe a little less weird, but, I could see an 8-year-old, you know what I mean? Like,
they like to dress up their pets.
Let's put a bonnet on our kitty and dress it. And that is fine, but when it comes to like people loving on them too much, I don't know. It's sick. I'll be honest.
The thing is if they do it in their own home, just like, I don't really care, right? I mean, I don't care. It's when you bring it out into public.
Yeah.
Like,
or Publix.
Or Publix. Or Publix. Which, for those of you up north, that's a supermarket down here, which, a dog shouldn't be in anyway because there's food.
Yeah.
And so unless it's a service animal, a true service animal shouldn't be in a grocery store anyway. But the thing is like, don't bring your crazy into my life, you know? So I went on vacation one time and this person was missing their pet. And like they called the person that was watching the pet, and then they had them put the pet on FaceTime, and they're like, "Oh, mommy's just away." Like, and I'm just sitting there like, you don't realize how crazy you look right now. Like the animal's probably like, I don't know how I know they see different. They probably can't see FaceTime. Like and like they can hear your voice, and then they're probably like looking all over for you. Like
it just
confused. Yeah, like. The whole awkward exchange was just that. It was like really awkward.
Yeah.
And I think it happens for people that don't have kids. Thankfully, Antoinette is not one of those people, or else I'd have to like talk about her right now, or people that are empty nesting, like their kids leave and then they want to take care of something. And I understand, but you have to recognize that those are your problems.
Yeah.
And like taking putting a diaper on a pet and putting them in a stroller and like taking care of them like that is not going to fix. You should address your problems with you need this unhealthy attachment to this animal. It's bizarre.
The other thing, and like if I'm on a dating site, a big like easy red flag for me is if the dogs or cats or like they're sleeping all over their bed. You know what I mean? Like
a lot of people have pets,
and a lot of people that for me,
the cats are really hard to get out. To be honest, we have to close the door. Like,
well, I
do whatever they want in the middle.
Well,
of the night.
I get that. I mean, I know every time I had to do a diorama when I was a kid, it would destroy it at night. I don't care where I put it. It
at
would
night. Yeah, like they're just devils at night.
No, but when people are like actively like, oh, there's no space for my husband in the bed because this, and I'm just like, I don't know. That's just me, but I don't think your pets belong in your bed. You shouldn't be sleeping with your pets.
There's so many great
if I'm going to date somebody, I'm not going to try to earn a spot in there. Like, no.
There's so many great alternatives. Like we have a bench at the end of our bed that our dog loves to sleep on.
Yeah, easy enough.
You're sleeping very close to us, just not with us.
Yeah.
Or he has, like, sometimes he gets up in the middle of the night. I hear his nails on the tile. Like, he gets up and he does stuff. Pets move around. Like, why would you want them in your sleep is so important to your health.
Yeah.
Why would you want another
and pets
thing
have
in there moving around?
Dander and like they're just
they go outside and they
lick themselves and
I don't
you know what I mean? Like
it's another scenario where I think like, the person wants the closeness, they want the love.
I think it's loneliness or something. I don't know.
I think there's some sort of, I don't know. Again, we need a psychologist, psychiatrist, call in, help us out with this topic. But I don't think they realize it. They're like, oh, it's so nice to snuggle. It's just like I was talking to a friend of mine about having kids in your bed. Like, it's in the beginning, it's convenient, especially if you're nursing, that the child's in your bed so you don't have to like get up, go to, across the hall, whatever, because you're so exhausted. But it's not good to have kids in your bed either because you have to think of the long term. What are you teaching them? Like you have to teach them to go to sleep on their own, to soothe themselves back to sleep if they wake up in the middle of the night. Like you want them to be adults that can sleep through the night.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like I want to be an adult that sleeps through the night. It didn't happen last night, but sometimes when it does happen, I'm like, oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't understand like people that like make food for their dogs. They're like, oh, Fluffy gets filet mignon and I'm eating mac and cheese. And I'm like, what? Like, what is going on here? Or let's talk about multiple pets. Like, I'm never going to be a cat lady that has 9 cats or whatever.
No.
What is the need for like 9 cats or like
I can see if you have a farm.
Dogs.
Like I can see if you have a farm.
Oh, well, yeah, rescue them all. Like, right?
But if you live in a single family home, like a typical, I don't know, 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, I think having more pets than bedrooms is a problem.
I think our town that I live in at least limits the number of pets you can have. I
That's
think
a
it's like
good
3
thing.
or 4.
It's sad that there has to be rules for this.
Well,
Like we aren't creating Noah's Ark of.
I mean, there's like rules on the battery in your car. This is like, don't put your tongue on the board. What I mean, there's reasons why there's these warning labels.
Oh my God!
But I don't understand like why, I get that like you have enough love to give to all these animals, whatever, but you do have to understand like a lot of those places, the hygiene, the cleanliness.
It gets to the point it's not good for the animals. Usually
it's not. The cost too. Like it's costs a lot to feed animals. And then a lot of times when people have like 9 cats, they're not taking them to the vet regularly and they're not caring for them appropriately.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Or people that breed dogs because they want to make money and then they don't sell them and then they mistreat them. Like I was out at my house at the river and I went to the store. And when I came back, I found a dog in the street, like totally emaciated. It was in such a horrible, horrible condition. Like I lured it into my truck and I drove to the house and I said, honey, can you come here for a minute? I've got something in the back seat I need you to see. And, my husband knows me. So he's like, oh, what did you do? Like, it's cold. It was actually going to be one of the colder nights here in Florida where it was going to dip down like into the low 30s. I'm like, it wasn't there on my ride out and there's only one road in and out. So like somebody drove in the 20 minutes that I was gone and dumped it there because there's no way it was able to like walk there, And so we took care of it and actually a friend of mine that had been looking for a dog kind of like not really fell in love with it. And now him and her are like,
Aww.
Yeah, they have such a wonderful, wonderful life together. Like she enriches his life. He enriches her life. It's fantastic. But I think to myself, like, did you breed this dog and then couldn't sell it and then you just didn't feed it? And they must have abused it in a cage because we put her in a cage and she lost her mind.
Oh, wow.
So she like ripped that cage apart. I'm talking like put her mouth on the metal and like crushed the metal to try and make an opening to get out and whatever. Like what she had been through must have been so, so horrible. And I'm like, there's animal shelters, for you to bring animals to, like, just if you don't want to take care of them, just bring them to an animal shelter. Don't just deposit them on the side of the road. And then, thankfully, no coyote or anything got her or she didn't die.
Yeah.
Their horrible death. Like, I don't get it.
I think a lot of people, too, they get wrapped up in the moment of things and they don't understand a pet is a serious commitment. So if you're even going to adopt a pet, like be realistic. Like this is a breed that lives, 25 years. And then just just go, okay, I'm 60, 25 years from now, I'm going to be 85. Am I going to still be able to care for this pet? Am I still going to be able to take it on walks? Whatever. Like these are things you have to... Or they'll, I remember there was a thing when like 101 Dalmatians came out. So everybody wanted a Dalmatian then. And they didn't research how that breed acts. Right. Like you got to research the breed. Just because it's cute or you fell in love with a puppy, learn what, are they active? Are they good with kids? Do
they shed?
Yeah. Do they shed?
Like my Australian Shepherd.
But these are things that I think people get swept up in the moment. Like I'm at the grocery store and there's a cart full of puppies. And
I mean, puppies and kittens are adorable, right?
Yeah.
Like I have a really hard time not taking them. Like it is what it is. They're all cute.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you really have, and maybe start out small, like with a betta fish.
Yeah.
Like, see if you can keep that alive for a little while because it really requires very little.
Yeah.
It doesn't even require a filter, those fish. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. You can put them in a vase and just give them like a couple of little flakes at like every 2 days or something like.
But it is one of those too. And I think a lot of people, like, I think it's important to have kind of like what you said, pets with kids. But then every time the kids' tastes change, like I want a parrot and now I want a mouse and now I want like.
Oh, yeah. My kids wanted birds. birds never came into our house. I knew my limitations.
Yeah. And oh, FYI, unless you're a parent giving it to a child, a pet is a really bad gift idea for any, because that's how we got birds. I don't know what the hell my brother was thinking, but him and his girlfriend bought a bird for her best friend, and she was like,
I
no.
I love birds. I couldn't.
Yeah.
take care of
Well,
them.
we got stuck with these birds, and they were terrible. Like one tortured the other, and then eventually they both committed suicide. It was really weird.
What?
It was really weird. Like
Maybe
what?
it was their environment. Maybe they knew you didn't like them.
I don't know. Well, one would literally peck at the other, and it gave it a mohawk because it would just. I mean, they were so mean to each other, and yeah, I didn't. Whatever. But again, don't give pets as gifts, and you know, unless
it doesn't even matter what the pet is. Like,
no.
Even if it's your niece and you're like, I'm so close with my niece, I'm so close with my nephew.
It's for their
the
parents.
parents are gonna be the ones responsible for taking care of it. And if they didn't want it, it's gonna end up being not maybe even that scenario not intentionally mistreated. Just they don't have time to do it. But I think that I know Florida has great laws against like animal cruelty. Like they're really on top of that. I wish all states in the United States, I wish all countries had like strict laws on animal cruelty. And I'm not saying that they should be stricter than like cruelty to children. I think you're a monster either way. Like, I think both. And I think obviously children is worse because that's a human being. But if you see people like mistreating their pet out in public, I feel like it's a duty to say something to them, or like I don't even know how to solve that problem. Like what would you do if you see somebody mistreating a pet in public? You say something to them, they're not going to change.
No,
how do we fix this problem? I don't know. If you comment, if you know the answer, like you have some suggestions, because it's really bad because anybody can just get a kitten.
Yeah.
Anybody can just get a puppy. If you've got money, you can buy it.
Yeah. I had this family member who, first of all, they had this one dog for a very long time. Like it licked their kids' faces. It was part of their family for a really long time. And then they decided to renovate their house. So while they were renovating it, they kind of keep the dog more in the garage, and they had a big yard. But that house was coming near completion, and they decided they don't want the dog anymore. So it was a pit bull. And in this particular state, you had to register if you're an owner of a pit bull.
Most states.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they were upset. I didn't know what was going on. So I was over their house, and they were like, so-and-so is out of food. They're like, come on, let's go. So I'm thinking we're getting food. You know, I don't think that was a bad assumption at the time.
The dog is out of food. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're going to get dog food.
So that's where I'm thinking we're going. So we hop in the car. The dog's with us, and she parks the car, and she goes, okay, wait here.
Oh, I've heard this story.
Yeah.
This isn't just some friend.
No, it was a family member. And I'm pretty sure she's not watching.
Maybe.
But anyway, hops out of the car. She's like, okay, wait here. Takes the dog with her. So again, we're parked in this like long driveway. So she comes back and she's like, oh my God, they wouldn't take her. And I go, what do you mean? And she's like, they wouldn't take her. And I'm thinking, like, take her credit card? Like, I'm still, like, don't understand. I'm like, oh, you need money? She's like, no, they wouldn't take. And then she names the dog. I go, what are you talking about? Like, where? I thought you wanted to get food. She's like, no, I was going to. So what she did is lied, said she found this dog on the side of the road and then was giving it to a shelter like, I just found this dog wandering. So I was like, what? Like, this is disgusting. She goes, well, they wouldn't take her. They wanted me to provide ID, and she didn't want to provide ID because she's a registered owner, and then they would put two and two together.
But she's a liar.
Yeah. So we leave, and then she's like, okay, I think this is far enough, pulls the car over, and then she's trying to kick the dog out of the car.
Oh, my.
And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, maybe it'll find its way back to the shelter. And I'm like, are you like Satan reborn? Like, what are you? I'm like, this dog grew up with your kids. They play like, if you need money for food, I'll buy food.
Yeah,
And
right.
she's like, well, why don't you take it? I'm like, I'm not adopting a dog. I don't want a dog. But I go, you did, and therefore it's your responsibility to care for it or find a caring home for it. And then,
I'm so glad you spoke up because like you just can't let people do that.
I was just like, what? I'll gladly pay for the food if that's the one thing. But it wasn't that. They have money. They just renovated their, did a $500,000 renovation on their house. I'm sure the dog chow isn't that big of a deal. But, next time I went over, the dog wasn't around. And it was sad. I mean,
and really, like pit bulls get such a bad rap. We had pit bulls for
sweetest
so long.
dog. I mean,
oh my gosh,
they're
like nanny dogs.
Oh my God.
The
sweet.
The only ones that are not nice are the ones that are trained to be not nice. Because it's such a sweet dog.
Yeah.
Like it's got such a bad rap. It's ridiculous.
And honestly, they're one of the few breeds that I love because they smile. Like when they are happy, their corners, I mean, they get dimples and they're like the happiest looking dog in the world. Like,
no, they're so good.
So, but
dogs, I mean, I love all dogs.
Yeah.
And cats.
So
and
in that situation, I spoke up. And then this particular person ended up adopting new dogs after this. And then one of the dogs was killed because they refused to, there's a leash law when you're, going, they purposely take it off the leash because they don't want to be bothered. And then anytime someone goes, it has to be on a leash. Oh, I didn't know. And then when they're out of eyesight, they'll just take them off. So anyway, it was this little tiny dog and she lived on a very busy road.
Aww.
So she crossed the road, didn't pay attention to where the dog was, and the dog got run over. So then she gets another dog. This happened.
They're not disposable.
No. And then she's blaming the driver, And at that point, I ended up calling, because I know she was getting them from shelters. I called every shelter within a 3 state radius. I'm not even kidding. And just put her on a do not adopt list. Yeah. I didn't know what else I could do.
Maybe there should be some database.
There is a database. Every place, because I was like, what can I do? Because I was like, it tortured me that another pet would just die at this person's hands. So I did. I'm sure if she found out I did that, she'd hate me more, if that's possible. I don't know. But
I don't know. Does it matter?
Don't care.
It doesn't matter.
But I think it's important to speak up and say something because, like children, pets they don't have a voice of their own.
Yeah, they can't advocate for themselves.
No.
It's so sad. Like in the horse shopping, like the horses are so, like, they use them for therapy. They're so gentle and they're so kind, and so many of them are just being traded like they're nothing, like there's some sort of commodity, and they're treated like, somebody actually told me that they got into, maybe it was my daughter. She got into an argument with somebody that said, like, oh, well, horses don't have feelings.
What? Every animal has feelings.
I don't know. I said, well, that person clearly has no feelings.
Yeah.
Like, if you need help, reach out to somebody that loves pets. If you find, I don't know why I'm mistreating my pet, I don't know what's wrong with me, reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
Get help, because there's something, it's not okay.
Yeah. And
it's not okay.
And honestly, if you're overwhelmed by your pet or whatever, there are literally people every day that you post a thing on Facebook and just say, can't care for this, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be somebody that's going to take that.
And vet them. Or there might be a shelter, or there's not-for-profits, or
there's something.
There's something.
Yeah.
There's something. We got to wrap things up.
Yeah.
I know.
So what was the next top?
We're going to do weird client stories.
Ooh, juicy, juicy, juicy.
Yeah. We're going to do weird client stories because we both are business owners. And Antoinette she does Pixel This, as you guys know, but she also owns a home inspection service. So she runs into some interesting scenarios.
Yep.
and I work with people in finances, and so I have all kinds of just I don't, I have to like keep a poker face if it's in person. And I'm just like, really? Like, are you really? Like, this math is not mathing.
Yeah.
That's a word.
I can't pay my mortgage, but I just bought 2 Ford coats. You know, so like,
Yeah. Like, I just bought a vehicle. It's got an $1,800 car payment. I think I got a good deal. I'm like, my gosh, it's
But
more
how am I
than your
gonna eat?
mortgage. Is it big enough to live in? Like, I don't
Really?
But that's so you're going to hear about weird client stories on the next episode of Chick Chat and Chill. But until then, never stop learning.
And never stop laughing. Looking forward to seeing you next time.
Things are truly better with us.